God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God is my source, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Here we go. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome. My name is Nancy Woods, and I'm your assistant minister. Reverend Mike is having a little health challenges, so he wanted to let me do this. I think it's just an opportunity for me to talk. Oh, so welcome, and let's greet somebody and give them a little bit of love. Just say hello, and I love you a little bit. Good morning, honey. I love it. So help me welcome Susan. I keep calling you Reverend, but it's Susan. She's our head practitioner. She's our facilitator today. So let us have a call to service, lighting the flames of faith. Before this ceremony, to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all faiths, all sentient beings come from one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unified nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. And as Suzanne lights the first candle, it's for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic tradition, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for Hinduism. Now, we light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And we light the 10th candle for those who are as yet unaware of spirit in their lives, and the space we're holding for them here at the center. And as Suzanne lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
In this moment, in this place, I remember I am letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and I see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love.
I give thanks today for knowing that there is one infinite life and energy. That all that is this one infinite life. Love, I give thanks for living the perfection and grace of this oneness. I give thanks for divine wholeness and the freedom to live in surrendered grace this morning. I now recognize that all that is experienced and expressed here today is perfect being. I live this perfect day in awakeness and gratitude for being here now. All is well. And we acknowledge this together by saying, and so it is. Good morning. I picked up the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle again this week. And I've read this a few times over the years, but of course, as with most significant spiritual books, each time I return to it, it's a different book. There is something from the book that I want to share with you because it's become a very powerful tool for me. In one of the chapters, Eckhart talks about the art of inner body awareness, which is a powerful practice of fully inhabiting your inner body. I practice this myself. It's so serene and easy to do. When I sit down to meditate or to make the conscious choice to become present, I find that it is easiest for me to use the body as a point of access, a portal into the realm of being. It's simply putting your attention on your inner body. At first, you can start with individual parts of the body, such as the hands. So if you lightly put your focus on the inside of your hands, How does it feel? After a few seconds, you might just have a slight tingling in your hands and a live energy there. The more attention that you give it, the stronger it becomes. As you move on and scan the whole body up and down, you can at some point feel the entire body, the entire inner body at once as a single field of energy. This inhabiting your body is to feel the body from within. It's feeling the life inside the body, and thereby coming to know experientially that you are beyond the outer form. It's reclaiming consciousness from the mind. It's amazing to me how much peace there is when I'm not engaged in perpetual thinking. There's no time like the present. I've found that I can easily have some attention on my inner body as I go around in my daily life and activities and interactions. I can have that body awareness as I go about in life. If you give it a try, it's much easier than you might think. It's an experience of feeling the inner body and still being present and alert to what's taking place on the outer. You are rooted in being. It was such an amazing discovery for me. There's such vibrant energy in being. Eckhart puts it this way: as long as you are in conscious contact with your inner body, you are like a tree that's deeply rooted in the earth, or a building with a deep and solid foundation. If we flood our bodies with attention as soon as a challenge comes in our life, then any response that is required in any given situation will come up from this deeper level of being. However, this must be done as soon as the challenge comes. If there's any hesitation, conditioned mental tendencies and reactions will arise and take over. So there must be a readiness, an intention. It's something to practice, and I think it's worth it. Eckhart says, the art of inner body awareness will develop into a completely new way of being, a state of permanent connectedness with being, and will add a depth to your life that you have never known. Just the little I've done with this has proved that to me. This practice has aided me in going more peacefully through difficult times and circumstances, because it's a very simple way to enter the inner body, which is our link with the unmanifested. It is consciousness returning to source. So pick up the power of now and try it. The art of inner body awareness. It's really an amazing experience of being. Namaste.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Please welcome David Olivas in the band today. Hi, David. Mr. Ken Moore on bass. Hi, Ken. Joining us today on piano, we are thrilled to have Mr. Wayne Moore. Right. And our next special guest we love very much. And she has two really beautiful songs that you will enjoy today. Please welcome Ms. Brenda Moore.
Look at me, look at me. I am changing. I'm trying every way I can. I am changing. I'll be better than I am. I'm trying to find a way to understand, but I need you, I need you, I need a hand. I am changing, I'm seeing everything so clear. I am changing, I'm gonna start right now, right here. I'm hoping to work it out, and I I can. That would be just fine. I know it's gonna work out this time, 'cause this time I am. This time I am. I am changing. I'll get myself together now. I am changing. Yes, I know how. I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna leave my past behind. I'll change my life. I'll make a vow, and nothing's gonna stop me now.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so we have the announcements. Today, bereavement group at 1 o'clock. I'm going by this. Maybe I should go by that. I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. Wednesday, February 28th, Visioning with Reverend Mike at 6 o'clock. And then every Wednesday, Healing Meditation with Mike on Wednesday nights at 7. And then there's a youth movie night, Saturday, March 10th at 6:30 with pizza and traditional movie snacks served for love donations. New members discovery class is on March the 11th at 12:30. I don't know. Lunch is served to those who sign up in advance. Okay, I'm going by this. I don't know. Save the date. Our general membership meeting will be held on Sunday, March the 18th. If you'd like to vote, you must be a registered member. Sign up today. Automatic giving partners, sign up for regular automatic credit and debit card contributions to the center. Stop by the center's shop today. Stop by the center's shop for unique oh, this is old. I guess that's our announcements. Oh, also, Brenda and Angela both have shows upcoming. Yeah, go ahead, Brenda.
Mine is called All We Need Is Love, and it's a show of Beatle music. And what makes me really happy is I get to do it again with the best band ever. It's March 30th, which is a Friday night at 8 o'clock at Vitello's. There you go. Wow. That's me and the boys. And hopefully y'all can, hopefully I'll have flyers up by next week, and you can all come in and sing along and just have fun with me and the boys. Wonderful.
Yeah. And then Angela has a show upcoming. Well, it's the 10th?
The 7th.
I should have went by that. I didn't know.
It's at the El Portel. No, it's at the El Portel.
Oh, my gosh.
And if you get to see the slide that's mine, again, Angela is the one who did the graphic for me. And which means that she did that for me. She's amazing.
So I guess that's... oh, there we go. Okay. Angela Brown. Okay. Okay, enough. Thank you. Let's stand to do the Declaration of Principles. We believe in one universal spirit manifesting through all, natural and incarnated in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal to and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates upon a law of mind which we automatically manifest in our experience according to that faith. We believe in the unity of all life and in the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the givingness of life to all.
I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Yeah. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Yeah, yeah. Well, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. I got up this morning singing, God is so good. Well, I got up this morning singing, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. Feeling good down in my soul, God is so good. My God is so good to me. Here we go. My God is so, my God is so, my God is so good to me.
Thank you. Y'all fabulous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank y'all. I want to thank all of you for allowing me to do this. I love to talk about this philosophy. So every once in a while I get an opportunity to do it. So I'm thrilled to be up here and to be able to talk about it. And, you know, I've been in this teaching a while, so I think I went to my first conference in the mid-'70s. And I just went to one this week in Orange County. I had a good time. This is one of the best I ever did. The music was fabulous. The speakers were good. And the food was delicious. I mean, it was like a good week. I mean, just good. And it was really, really nice to actually go to a conference and enjoy it. You know, after you go through these things all the time, it's like, after a while, it's kind of like, okay, I got to go again. But this one was like, wow. And I think that they were good. I mean, they did everything good. But also, I went there with the idea of I wasn't going to have any expectations. I opened my mind, and I let that happen, and it turned out good. So it's nice to know when you don't put so many expectations on things. It can be real good. You know, I'm still appreciating how this philosophy works and this understanding works. I know when we have our intentions set that we sometimes feel like, oh, maybe they'll work out, maybe won't. So when this one worked out perfectly, I said, oh, we're still working, still doing this good. So today, Reverend Mike called me last night at 6 o'clock and said, oh, you're speaking tomorrow. That's kind of short notice for me, but I'm still happy to do it. And I said yes. And this month, he's talking about self-awareness is not enough. But we're focusing on transformation takes practice. And the topic I'm going to talk about today, belief, faith, and prayer. Three of my favorites. And one of the reasons why it's my favorite, this last line, belief, faith, and prayer, I call it treatment over there because I come from a traditional teaching, and prayer was beseeching and begging, you know. So I like treatment, even though he has prayer up there. And one of the things that I have, at January, I usually kind of set my focus of what I want to bring forth in this church experience. And what I set myself is that everybody that desires to be able to do a treatment in this church, my focus was to make sure I teach it to them or offer it to them in some way, in some form, that they know what it is and how to use it. So every member becomes a person that's using that tool to shift their life. And, you know, belief, faith, and are these foundational things that we have in this philosophy. Now, belief, let's first off, we're going to start with Holmes' understanding that truth is what it is, not what we think. I mean, because we think things, we describe all it. Truth is truth. And it's what it is, and it's always going to be what it is. So our belief, we have to have a foundational understanding of what we believe in. A belief is the invisible, belief in the invisible is the essence of faith, and that's Holmes' statement. And we have a lot of things that we believe in that came from this society. Tremendous amount of things we believe in. An interesting thing that what I want to talk about is how important it is to know what this is and understand what this is and be clear about what we believe in. Because what you believe in is what you end up living. So when you turn that radio on, you turn that TV on, you go on to YouTube, there's a lot of information that's been pumped into us that we don't necessarily want to live, but we're living it because we keep looking at it. So we want to understand and be very clear of what our own framework that we're working out of. And we want to understand that we can believe in, I was trying to think of some of this crazy stuff that we got out here. We can believe that war is necessary, that suffering is necessary. We can believe all this kind of stuff. But when we sit down and look at what we believe in spiritually, we want to get that so clear and so ingrained in ourselves that we'll be free to know, to identify with our beliefs. So we just said, I'm living life from my belief. Holmes puts it, we need to identify ourselves with our own beliefs and become the master of our own thinking. So we want to know what we believe. So we want to know it and then practice things like treatment and meditation so we can facilitate and cultivate our life. This is our mastery, and this is what we are doing. And so what I'm talking about today is how that treatment works and how that understanding that is a reflection of the faith and the belief system that we are practicing. The wonders of treatment is that it is a way to practice what you say you believe. And it gives you that tool that you can go daily to shift your life. And because treatment is the way we may use the power of good, you know it is a power in the universe for good, and we can use it. Y'all do know that, right? I think that's why you're all here. So because prayer is the way in which, treatment is the way we use the power for good in the universe, and it's greater than we are. That this power is greater, and it is important that we learn how to treat successfully. You got to know. When we treat, it's our way of communing with that divine presence, which is also a part of ourselves. And see, now, that's the part that's really, really significant that we get. Who we are and what we are. Because when we start describing the divine and the presence of the universe, we give it all these wonderful characteristics, and it's all-knowing, all-powerful. It knows how to make a heart beat just perfectly, and we give it all these wonders. And then we say it's everywhere. There's nowhere where it isn't. Then that means that everybody in here is it. We are that which we are describing. That is everything. And that power is in us, through us, and as us. It is the essence of our being. And as we can get in touch with that, we got to go in here, not out there. Not on the news, not on any book or anything. It is in here, there. And that journey within is a major one. And sometimes we get in touch with it as our intuitive self. And we think, oh, God, it gives us that perfect answer. Well, it's even more than that. Because what we do when we treat, we are here with that time and space and condition. Well, there's a part of us that's not subject to time, space, and condition. And that's what we're going to reach for to get the power that's going to be able to create the time and condition. Because out of that, that's the same thing that did all the rest of this thing. It made, look at how many people in here, and every one of them are unique and different. It did that. Think about that body of yours, what the liver's doing, and it did that too. Look at all those trees and all that sand and all that water. This is what we are talking about. And I can use it. We can use it to do that. And so in that space where it's not formed. So you want to, if we go within, and some of our teachers taught the still small voice, that inner teacher, that and you get in touch with that spiritual presence that's in us. And once you're there and you realize it, you realize it came from unformed aspect of ourselves. It's so much to us that if we go inside, you would never get tired of looking and examining and exploring. It is, it's just so vast who we are. You would never be bored if you could get in there and look at it and explore it. You know that it goes on forever, and the potentiality has no end. So you want to get there. So, but if you can get to that intuitive self will help you get to that unformed part of yourself. And then that's where you say, all right, you bring that forth. And this is what you use it. This is the power. And this power can do anything. And the word that you bring from there brings the form, and it takes on the time, the space, and the condition. But it takes on whatever characteristic you give it exactly. It doesn't add anything, take anything away from it. It's kind of like the acorn. When the acorn puts the seed in, when you put the seed in the ground, that dirt don't ask it, what is it? It just feeds it, nurtures it, brings it, till the tree grows up. where the idea that we place into spirit would do exactly. That's that law of the universe. Just like that law is the earth that's growing, that law of the universe will grow the idea. That's why it's so important for us to get in touch with this thinking and believing and understanding. Because we're getting ready to create form. We have access to it. That's what I said. Learning this and understanding this and using this. Do you realize if all of us in this church get that down pat, we could change the country, the world, and a whole lot of other things. Instead of running out here trying to fix what has already been thought. Because it's been thought, it is. You can't fix that. You got to bring a new thought. You got to make something new. So you got to form a new understanding. Because it only creates exactly the prototype of the thought process that we put in that universal presence. And it can create anything. It seems like it's worth all the time and energy we could ever want to spend, because then we wouldn't have to worry about trying to decipher stuff. Because when you decipher and fixing stuff, you go into thought. This is already thought. That's why I love Eckhart Tolle. He said, step into that past. Get into this present. And do what we need to do. Because we have the ability to shift. And Mike keeps saying, shift and lift, shift and lift. Shift and lift your thinking. And you shift and lift your thought. Because the universal law says yes. It has been saying yes. It was kind of interesting. Because when he sent me, told me I was doing this talk, he said, I'm going to send you my talk. I enjoyed it. This talk's good. Y'all missed a good one. So I was laughing. I said, wow, he was really going to knock it out of the ballpark with this one. But it was good. But I was excited because I got a whole lot out of it. Ooh. I had to tell him I could do it some other time because it's really nice. So this concept that we're looking at, belief, faith, and prayer, treatment. Transformation takes practice. And that's the other thing. You don't get excited if things don't seem to be at work and start digging and messing with it. Forget it. Think a new thought. That's all. Think a new thought. Turn around and sit there and meditate and be quiet and get still and think a new thought. So, taking time to feel guilt, blame, judgment, knocking, not good enough, all that stuff, waste of time and energy. That stuff happened, not that it was so bad and wrong, because before we figured this stuff out, we were living from the law of average. So that's how we gauged it. But that isn't anymore. We in the consciousness of choice, choosing, deciding what we are going to do and how we're going to live. This is where we are today. And we into the philosophy that says that's the way it is. And we don't have to undo ourselves. We just have to start thinking, what do I want? Where do I want to go? What do I want to create? Because when I look and realize, God, look at the many ways that God is showing up for me. Oh, my goodness. Infinite amount of faces, energy, intelligence, beauty. This is what we're working with. This is what we have as our field of thought process that we are working with. I've been reading Rumi. Do you know Rumi is so hot? God, it's just amazing. And he was way back there, and he knew all this stuff that we just not trying to figure out right. But it was amazing. I was just reading when he talked about the rose, you know, the rose with the thorns, and he said, you got to realize that those thorns was so that beauty could protect itself when people won't mess with it. So when you realize that, that means that if you puncture your finger, you don't have to get too upset. Just realize and be grateful that that rose has some means and ways of protecting it so it could get up there and bloom and be as pretty as it is. So we don't have to knock the pain, the discomfort that we may have had or we may be experiencing. Just recognize it too is there because it's trying to tell you something. And don't get hung up on it either, looking, oh, pull my knee, pull my head. Don't even get, it's not even worth it spending time doing that. What you want to do is, okay, I want to think this. I want to believe this. I want to understand. So it isn't about us knocking ourselves or judging ourselves or feeling less than if we have an issue. It's about us recognizing the truth that there is a divine presence in this universe. And it is good, and we can use it. Because I know that. And I think y'all do too. I think we all kind of know that. I need to quit. The lights are going on. Thank you very much for letting me share that.
I want to dedicate this to Reverend Mike, anybody else who's facing a challenge, health-wise and otherwise. Grander earth has quaked before, moved by the sound of God's voice, and the seas that are both shaken and stirred have been calmed and broken for my regard. And through it all, my heart is with you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my heart is with you, and it is well with me. Far be it from me to not believe, even when my eyes can't see, and the mountain that's in front of me will be thrown into the midst of the sea. And through it all, my heart is with you. Through it all, it is well. Through it all, my heart is with you, and it is well. It is well. So let go, my soul, and trust in it. The winds and waves still know God's name. So let go, my soul, and trust in it. The wind and waves still know His name. So let go, my soul, and trust in Him. The winds and waves still know God's name. The waves and wind still know God's name. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. Everybody sing. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. It is well. It is well with my soul. And through it all, my heart is with you. And through it all, it is well. Through it all, my heart is with you, and it is well with me. Thank you.
Thank you. That was such a beautiful song. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So would the ushers come forward, please? So it's with a consciousness of gratitude, a consciousness of appreciation for the gifts that are in these baskets, that we know that we are participating in a beautiful law of circulation, and we accept and know that these blessings are going to go forth not only to bless this community and each and every one in it, but we're going to bless the community of Granada Hills, the city of Los Angeles, the whole universe. Because the radiation of appreciation and thanks is going out from our hearts. And we all know that each one of us is blessed for participating in this experience. So with this love and acceptance, we know that these gifts is the source saying yes to us and yes to what we are experiencing. So this join together in this consciousness of acceptance as we say together, and so it is. And thanking Rita and Chloe for being of service. Oh, I forgot to ring the bell for the kids. I don't even know where the bell is. Oh, okay, I don't know. Oh, well. They're coming. Oh, God, Brenda, let me borrow your mic. I'll be glad when I get back home. He took the bell home. Okay. Are they coming? Tell them we're waiting. Oh, pretty. How you doing? Is your mommy here? Oh, the angels are flying.
Mama made this.
Oh, you made that?
No, Mama.
Your mama made that? Okay. Oh, you want to tell them?
My dog.
Okay.
I'm inside him. My door is inside him.
Come and tell the people about what you did.
So we made snowflakes.
What's her name?
And there was everybody. They're all unique. They're all beautiful. And they're all love.
Hi, honey.
And I made pictures. And I colored. And I played. Hi, my name is Harper. I made a star with my doggy on bottom. His name is Huxley, and I don't want to say this.
You don't want to show that. Okay. All right. So who's sharing with your group? Reza, tell us. You're almost as tall as I am already. Good God. Y'all growing too fast. Okay, tell me.
Today we were working on mindfulness by drawing these pictures. And also today we're talking about being focused and meditation and different ways we can meditate by using these pictures and how we concentrated on drawing them and how we colored them in.
What you gonna add to that? What's your name?
Lotus.
Lotus? You gonna show them what you did? Oh wow! Very creative. Artwork.
didn't really use any curved. It was just completely straight lines the whole time.
Oh, wow. That's all straight lines? Wow. Okay. That is awesome. That is awesome. Thank you all for sharing with us. So as we ask Susan to come back and pray us out, we thank you all for bringing your children. And we love them, and we love the idea of providing a place where they can blossom. Oh, that one.
Okay. So in gratitude and thankfulness for this lovely service here today, it was so wonderful to hear this many expressions of the one in song and music and wonderful words and words of expression of truth and just that presence of being. And I know today that we take all these blessings we received here today, knowing of oneness and wholeness, home with us. We arrive home safely, we sleep well and deeply, and we awaken refreshed and moving spontaneously forth in a very creative, perfect way of our individualized selves and life. And it's all good, and I know it is so, and I'm so grateful. And we acknowledge this today together by saying, and so it is.
Everyone, please stand for the peace song. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
You've got a friend, just two times through. Thank you.